The FAA has lifted that ground stop from hours ago, but airports will still be dealing with the ripple effects of the FAA's computer outage that happened early this morning. Joining me now, Republican Congressman Pat Fallon of Texas. Congressman, we appreciate your time this morning. I know there are a lot of questions many of us won't have answers to for a while, but what more are you hearing about possible causes for this outage and some of the ripple effects we're seeing nationwide?
Well, Marni, we want to obviously get to the bottom of it. It's too early to tell. What we want to check into first and foremost and rule out any kind of cyber attack, because that is, of course, critical infrastructure for our country. And we need to do a better job of it across the board anyway, from what we saw over the last few years. So we want to rule that out first. And then if it was a software glitch, we need far more firewalls and really need to ensure that we have fail-safe systems so this can never happen again.
The White House says they don't believe anything nefarious. Are you confident that this was not a cyber attack, anything that would be troubling, terrorists possibly?
No, I'm not confident of that yet. I'm not saying that's what it is either, but we need to know, we need to look into it and ensure we do our due diligence to find out what the cause was.
Congressman, I don't think many of us knew anything about NOTAM before this morning, this system that pilots rely on. We're learning a lot more about it now. I think the most troubling thing, and I talked to Peter Greenberg, a travel expert, moments ago, 2 decades, 20 years is how outdated this system is. One, how concerning is that for you and your colleagues in Congress to address it? And my bigger question is, what other systems are this outdated that need to be fixed?
Well, really, you know, when we talk about our infrastructure, a lot of the time we're going to be talking about of course, our bridges, and roads and ports. But we, in the 21st century, we really have to talk about software and computers. And you're right. I mean, we have 21,000 departures in the United States on a daily basis. And we need to ensure it's just an integral part of our economy and our way of life and really our national security. So we want to make sure that those are updated constantly and make sure that they have the proper funding to do so.
Congressional involvement in getting to the bottom of this is inevitable. What is your message to your constituents, to the American public, about air travel and its safety right now?
No, I do think it is safe. And one of the benefits, quite frankly, Marni, of divided government is we're going to hold the folks in power to account. And that's just fine, whether it's the Republicans in charge or the Democrats in charge. And the House Republicans will ensure we're not going to gloss this over, because I think there are, of course, political considerations for 2024 that could be potentially involved, particularly if it were a cyber attack or complete ineptitude on the part of the folks at the Department of Transportation. So we're going to look into it. We're going to find out what the glitch was. We're going to tell the American people what the glitch was and what we're going to do to fix it.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.